Imagine being born into royalty, destined for greatness, only to vanish from the pages of history forever. This isn't a fairy tale. It's the tragic true story of the three children of King Richard III, the last Plantagenet king. His story is famous, but what happened to his heirs? Richard III had three known children, but here's the twist. Only one was legitimate. This was Edward of Middleham, his only son with Queen and Neville. Born around 1473, young Edward's future seemed incredibly bright. In 1483, after his father became king, he was created the Prince of Wales, the official heir to the English throne. The entire dynasty rested on his young shoulders, but then, tragedy struck, less than a year later. In April 1484, the 10-year-old prince died suddenly at Middleham Castle. Contemporary accounts describe Richard and Anne's grief as utterly overwhelming. The death of his sole heir was a devastating personal and political blow. The Plantagenet line was now hanging by a thread. But Richard had other children, both illegitimate, whom he openly acknowledged. First, there was his daughter, Catherine Plantagenet. Born sometime in the early 1470s, she was given a place at court. In a strategic move, Richard arranged for her to marry William Herbert, the Earl of Pembroke, in 1484. This marriage connected her to a powerful noble family. But after this, Catherine's trail goes cold. She disappears from historical records shortly after her wedding, and it's widely believed she died by 1487, leaving behind no children of her own. Another potential branch of Richard's family tree had withered away. Then there was his illegitimate son, John of Gloucester, sometimes called John of Pontefract. Richard clearly favored him. Even before becoming king, Richard looked after John, and in March 1485, he appointed his son as captain of Calais. This wasn't a minor title. It was a position of immense military and administrative power. It showed that Richard trusted John and perhaps saw a future for him. But everything changed after the Battle of Bosworth Field in August 1485, where Richard III was killed. The victorious Henry VII, the first Tudor king, had no room for the son of his rival. John was stripped of his post and his future became uncertain. Though he was spared, he lived under the shadow of the new regime. The last mention of him is around 1499, and then silence. He vanishes completely. Historians speculate he may have been executed, or simply died young. But his ultimate fate remains one of history's unsolved mysteries. So, within just a single generation, every single one of Richard III's children was gone. The legitimate heir died a boy, the daughter disappeared after her marriage, and the favored son vanished under the new Tudor rule. When Richard fell at Bosworth, his dynasty truly fell with him. It's a rare and poignant moment in history where an entire royal bloodline simply ends, leaving no heirs to carry the name forward. A kingdom was lost, a dynasty ended, and the children of the last Plantagenet king became ghosts in the annals of history. Thanks for watching. If you found this story as fascinating as I did, be sure to like this video, and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into history's forgotten chapters. See you next time.